please.
At Twisted Soul here, they have something for everyone.
Blackened salmon rolls.
It was really great. Guy was able to find this place and highlight it.
Salted caramel bourbon wings.
Very Southern. This kind of brings me back to some of the dishes that I grew up with.
Well, Southern with international flair that took off thanks to Deborah Van Treese, a former flight attendant who came up with her own flight plan.
Someone didn't send a memo. We can't have two bleach blondes in this show.
Good to see you.
Didn't we talk about the hair last time?
We talked
You
about
can't-
the
you
hair.
can't-
Yours
I
is
mean,
looking pretty good today.
I don't know. You really own it. You don't know exactly what you're getting by the book and the cover.
Yes.
All right? Because you're fun and wild and sassy, but then you're also really hardcore in the kitchen. What are we making?
Southern marinated fried chicken.
Yeah, and you
Fried
know
chicken.
that means treadmill.
It's bird time. Seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little black pepper.
And how long is it gonna hang out?
24 hours. Dredge it in flour and house seasoning.
And then right to the cast iron?
Yep.
Hit it, don't babysit it.
Got her breast, smack dab in the middle, the leg on the other side.
There you go. That's just good, old-fashioned, honest fried chicken.
And the famous collard green roll.
Collard green roll? I want to order 100 of these. Congratulations for wrecking collard greens for the rest of my life. Still to date, one of my favorite things I ever had on Triple D.
Thank you.
And it was a great representation of everything that you do.
Sweet tea baby back ribs, pick up please.
All right, what'd you bring me?
The sweet tea baby back ribs.
Sweet tea is something that we find in the South. What
Yeah.
brought you to brining the ribs in it?
Actually experiment, you know, coming from Kansas City, we go for that sweet spicy. I like to use strong brew tea. We add brown sugar, salt, black peppercorn, bay leaf, garlic. We'll let this cool. Then we're gonna pour it over our ribs, wrap it up, and let it brine overnight. This is really a basic rub. Brown sugar, smoked paprika, garlic powder and onion powder all mixed up, cumin, chili powder, cayenne. I'm ready for the smoker.
Where are you getting the smoke on this?
Hickory. Slow cook for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours.
What's the slaw?
This is a cabbage and kale slaw. Got a little jalapeno in there, a little onion.
Got a little bite, little spice.
Bite, yeah.
Delicious.
yeah.
Great smoke on that rib, tender but not falling off the bone. A nice little char to it, a good rub. What's this bad boy?
This is a sweet sauce that has a little bit of heat. Ketchup, tea, brown sugar, apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire, fresh lemon juice, liquid smoke, kosher salt, cumin, chili powder, cayenne, give us that heat, garlic powder and onion powder, Dijon mustard.
Ribs are dynamite, delicious.
Thank you so much.
The sweet tea ribs.
These were just nice and tender, melt in your mouth.
I love the smokiness of them, the sweet and spiciness of the sauce.
Where did you learn to cook?
My mom cooked, my grandmother's cooked, my aunt's cooked.
A little dance move just busted out.
Yeah.
You're wild.
I know, right?
Flight attendant. Well, cook that was acting to be a flight attendant.
Yeah,
You were taking that as a food adventure.
exactly.
You weren't sitting in the hotel.
No.
It's a lot more to it than just food. It's actually love being put into these dishes.
This is our seafood Louis.
Now what are we doing?
So we're gonna do a play on the little crab Louis salad. You know, the Southern Belles down here used to do that at the tea party.
I've
So
never
we're
been
gonna
to a
play
tea
with
party.
that.
I've been to a kegger.
No, tea
that
party.
tea party's different?
Yeah. So first thing, hoe cakes. Don't you
What?
say.
Now wait a second. I don't want to go out there into Flavortown and say it the wrong way. So how would one say what we're gonna make next?
Hoe cake.
Hoe cakes.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
We've got self-rising cornmeal, baking soda, eggs, buttermilk, avocados,
Never seen the avocado combo.
red pepper, onion, jalapenos, oil, cilantro.
And that's all she wrote. What do we got next?
Next, we're gonna poach the seafood. Little oil, shrimp her down.
Strip her down a little
Shrimp her
bit now.
down, lobster down. Water, Old Bay,
A little bit of crab boil.
little bit of crab oil, lump crab.
Little poach being delicate.
Yep, and then we let them cool, and then we'll be ready for the salad. And put a little arugula, corn relish, and then the hoe cake is what puts it over the top.
There you go.
Shrimp, add our lobster, lump crab, mango vinaigrette.
Too pretty to eat.
It is kind of cute, isn't it?
That is delicious. There's not many salads that I would order again. I would order that every time. You've always had such a big following in Atlanta.
Yeah, things just took off. Yeah. They
No,
just
no
took
airplane
off.
pun intended,
Yeah.
even though she was a flight attendant.
Deborah Van Treese leaves a mark.
She can just about cook anything.
Crawfish gravy black pepper biscuit.
What's this bad boy?
This
I know it's
is
biscuits of some
and
sort.
gravy.
All right.
Okay, so did a little Creole version of it. So the biscuits have a little scallion, goat cheese, and black pepper to them.
A little black pepper.
Yes.
A little black pepper.
But no, what you're probably tasting is that heat in that gravy.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, that crawfish gravy. So it's got butter and oil. We got a little bit of flour, onions, celery, and peppers, chopped garlic, some chicken broth, Creole seasoning, Old Bay, cayenne, crab oil. I'm gonna start adding in my crawfish. Little heavy cream. Water, cooking sherry, Italian parsley. Simmer for 15 minutes.
This is delicious.
Well, good. If you're gonna do something Creole, you know, Granddaddy always said, it's gotta have some spice to it.
Your granddaddy was from...
Louisiana.
Everything in your backstory folds into your menus. That's what I like.
Here are crawfish biscuits.
Her biscuits are absolutely phenomenal. It's got so much texture. That gravy on the crawfish is amazing.
Congrats on all your success. You deserve every single bit.
Since Triple D, I've opened Aretha's at the Point. Aretha's was my mom's name. It's kind of an ode to her and moms everywhere. So we play on comfort foods that your mother would cook for you.
I firmly believe that Deborah's restaurants are some of the best in Atlanta.
You have reinvented yourself.
Yeah.
That's what's so great to watch. I don't see the sunset.
Not yet. I'm having fun.
I came to this place for 4 or 5 months before I even tried the food because I like the beer so much. And in the last couple of months, I've really become a big fan of their food.
Because Albuquerque native Ken Carson
Where are we on the waffle?
is mixing some homegrown flavor into family dishes from the South.
We do what I call New Mexican soul food. It's a combination of Southern cooking with New Mexican cooking.
Very nice.
Like green chili in the mac and cheese, homemade pico on the chicken gumbo, and a little extra kick mixed in with this dish.
Chicken fried chicken, rain up.
What are we gonna make first?
Okay, we're gonna make the brine for the chicken. Start off with our water and just pour it on in. Instead of using regular salt, we decided to use seasoned salt.
Okay.
Add a little extra flavor. Sugar.
So equal parts of sugar and salt, basically. Got it.
All right. Chopped garlic. And then finally, we have our 2 chopped onions right here.
Okay, so the brine's made, chicken goes in. How long is
Right.
chicken gonna be in there?
We're gonna be in there for 24 hours. Next, we're gonna do the egg wash.
Alrighty.
It starts off with our eggs. Then we use Frank's hot sauce.
Like that?
Yeah.
And on the spicier side, I take it.
A little bit of water. Stir that up.
Okay.
So then we take our brine chicken and the flour.
And into the flour, season that flour at all.
Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
Do you make these ahead of time? How's the process normally go?
Typically, we just do them to order.
Right like this?
Right.
To the fryer then?
Yeah. And that's it.
Fry them off.
Right. About 10 minutes.
We'll be good
and
to
we're
go.
ready. Yeah.
First things first.
Collard greens.
And what go in your collard greens?
Onions. We do some bacon. Then we put in some red chili pods to add a little bit of spice there. Mashed potatoes on them, and our gravy.
And what's in the gravy, boss?
Shallots, cream, black pepper, the typical things for Southern gravy.
I mean, that was some crispy chicken. Man, there's a ton of crunch, but it's not, the breading's not too heavy. And even though you had all that hot sauce in there, it's not spicy. It's just really flavorful. Nice mashed potatoes, good crunchy chicken, a lot of flavor. And my favorite out of all of them is the greens, which I can't believe I'm finding collard greens in New Mexico. That's mandatory right there.
Barbecue ribs up.
So good. Everything you order is just wonderful.
You get down home cooking fit for a king. Shrimp and grits up, please.
James does a perfect Southern shrimp and grits.
Brown gravy on top of it, unreal.
What are we gonna make next?
One of my other favorites, shrimp and grits.
You understand something. My mom was raised in North Carolina.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, I'm a grit-eating fool.
I start with cold water, margarine, and my favorite grits are these yellow organic stone grits.
Whisk them in.
Yes, sir. And the thing about grits, you gotta keep stirring them for these do not stick together.
I got you there.
With some salt, cream, just make it taste so good.
All right, so this takes care of the grit side. So what are we into now?
Well, we're gonna make our gravy or sauce.
Sauce.
Oil, flour. Get that going. Add water, garlic, beef base.
You condensed a whole cow into that.
Oh, not quite. Add onions, garlic, and adobo. That's my middle name.
That's your middle name?
Yes, sir. And now we're gonna make some shrimp.
Come on now.
Add a little oil. I do about 4, 5, 6 shrimp. Now we add a little brown gravy, green onions. My favorite, you know that. White
Yeah,
onion.
I know. That's your middle name.
And some tomatoes.
Let that cook down?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit it, boss.
Man, these grits are looking good. There you go. I'll top it out just a little bit more green. Now this focaccia bread, we got a local baker that make it for, it's delicious.
That's tasty.
Thank you, thank you.
This gravy's got a nice little tang to it. The grits gotta be a little toothsome. Can't be too soggy.
No.
Gotta have a little bite to them. You're gonna have to pry this out of my hand.
Shrimp and grits on.
This is one of my favorite things on the menu.
I do try to duplicate it when I get home, but it doesn't come out the same.
Did you grow up eating this type of food?
Yes, my grandmother's from South Carolina.
Did she put her foot in it?
She put a foot and love in it, and this obviously has both.
Everybody from out of town, I bring here.
It's a straight down home country place.
The piece that people love about Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives is meeting characters like yourself that invest so much in this. I mean, you embrace each little step like it's the most critical piece. It's fantastic. Nicely done, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Catfish, okra in the window.
Good, solid Southern food.
Amazing flavor in every single bite.
You need 1 fried green tomato.
We have to go out of state to get Southern food, so this is kind of a hidden treasure.
But chef and owner Julius Thompson had to travel a tough road before finding reward in this culinary gem.
I grew up in homeless shelters on the street, crack houses, staying with different family members. Unfortunately, a lot of them were addicted to drugs. They always had crack. And as a kid, I thought it was a pearl. The way they cherished it, the way they gave it all this attention. During COVID, I wrote my autobiography.
Bro, that's awesome.
So I decided to name my book Pearls. As the pearls get to the center, they start to decay, because that's what drugs do. They decay you.
Oh, it gives me goosebumps, man.
As I got older, I decided I should do something I love to do, which is cook. Take my pain and turn it into something palatable for other people when they visit my restaurant. Fried chicken, collard greens, golden splendor, table 9.
I love the fried chicken. It's absolutely delicious.
Collard greens, that's really hard to find in Utah. You've got the bacon that just adds even more to it.
What are we making today?
The fried chicken.
Okay.
All-purpose flour, lemon pepper, garlic salt, seasoning salt, parsley, chili powder, and rosemary.
A lot of rosemary from fried chicken.
Sounding kind of doubtful.
It is one of those polarizing herbs.
I can agree with you on that. So we got drums and thighs.
Into the dredge.
We dredge it in a mixture of egg and milk. I'm back in the seasoned flour.
And then we're gonna let this rest for how long, chef?
About 6 hours to overnight, and then drop it in the 350-degree fryer for 8 minutes. Now we're gonna make our collard greens. So we got some bacon.
That's a lot of bacon.
Yeah, we get the whole bellies in from a place in Salt Lake, and we cube it up how we want it.
You have a smoker here?
It's a room for a smoker.
Hey, where's my Camp Chef guys? Marketing director for Camp Chef.
How you doing?
Camp Chef is the bomb. We'll get you a little smoker that's gonna sit right there. Then you can make your own bacon. Then you can smoke your own ribs, smoke your own chops.
I do a lot of grilling. I've only smoked one time.
You need a smoking buddy is what you need. Bacon's rendered down.
Now we add our onion garlic puree. Stir that in. That goes in the water.
Boiling water, ready to go.
Exactly. Salt, pepper, brown sugar, butter, red wine vinegar. Once it starts boiling, we add the greens to it.
How long are you gonna let those go?
2.5, 3 hours.
All right, we're gonna do the mac and cheese. What's in the cheese sauce?
I saute some onion garlic puree, salt and pepper. I add it to the heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, and then cheddar cheese. We add it to the pan, and once the cheese sauce is hot, we add the pasta to it.
Pre-cooked.
Yeah.
The pasta's gonna heat up in the cheese sauce.
And finish.
Next up?
Maple hot sauce. Butter, brown sugar, some maple syrup, and a hot sauce.
I'll have a shot of that.
We let it come to a boil for about 5 minutes, and then we bottle it.
All right, we good to go?
Got our thigh.
It's a pterodactyl thigh. Mac and cheese.
Yeah, we call it the golden splendor. Collard greens, maple hot sauce.
I don't know where to start. Here we go to greens. Dynamite. Tender, a lot of vinegar, but not too much. A lot of sugar, but not too much. That's a really good green, man. Delicious. The pasta should have some texture. I don't want just this cheese and some other matter.
A cheddar milkshake.
Exactly. I'm a thigh guy. This is as big as my head. You've built so much flavor all the way through this. Crunchy, juicy chicken. That maple brown sugar hot sauce. That's legit. Delicious. Well done, chef.
Thank you.
I got 4 fried chicken up.
It's almost like he takes stuffing and just wraps it around the chicken, just packed full of flavor.
After 3 kids obsessed with mac and cheese, I thought it ruined me, but coming here, it's made me a believer in it again.
The maple honey hot sauce just made the food taste that much better.
I got 2 minutes left on the fried chicken.
The love that Cat put into the food is just delicious.
Barbecue ribs and your sides.
And when you bite into it, you smile and you say, thank you, God, for the cook of this soul food.
All that glory goes to Vicki and Kenneth Brown, who are cooking up Southern staples right off the branches of their family tree.
Where'd all the recipes come from?
Now, I grabbed mine from my dad and my grandmother, but her mom...
You guys just started stealing recipes?
Her mom is the key to all the recipes.
Yes.
This tastes like grandma's cooking. Makes your tongue dance.
We got to have 2 beef soul rolls with the oxtail meat.
Soul rolls is kind of different. The oxtail's in there. You got red rice, mac and cheese.
You don't have to get a whole meal, but you can put it in one roll.
All right, well, let's jump into it.
All right.
Oxtail. And we're gonna take this and make the roll out of it?
Soul roll.
Soul roll.
We're gonna add our oxtail seasoning, salt, black pepper, minced garlic, onion powder, cayenne pepper, and paprika. Add this to our pot.
Peppers and onions.
And then we're gonna add in our oxtails.
And how long are these gonna go?
3 hours.
You pull them out just before they're falling apart?
Exactly. We're gonna take that broth and we're gonna make a gravy with it. People were like, where y'all buy y'all gravy from? We don't buy our gravy from no place. We make our own.
Is that how they say it, though?
They got store-bought gravy. It's too smooth.
It's too good. And how are we making the gravy?
We actually take all-purpose flour, water, mix it up real good.
Really?
Let it sit for a minute.
Okay.
Because that way you have a smooth gravy.
Right.
If you go and rush it, you're gonna have all them lumps.
You want all them lumps?
We want all them lumps.
Let's make the mac and cheese.
Let's go. Put our eggs in. Salt, garlic powder, paprika, white pepper.
Melted butter. Can we add the cream?
Yes, sir. We're gonna mix this up. And then we're gonna add this to our elbow pasta.
There you go.
Mix up real good.
I assume we're gonna put cheese on top?
We sure are. Bake it off at 375 for about 20 minutes.
What do we got left?
Collard greens. We're gonna make our seasoning. Chicken bouillon, add a little sugar, turmeric, garlic, salt.
We're not putting this on here, we're putting it in there, aren't we?
We're putting it in there. Put in our collard greens.
What do we got here?
Pepper vinegar. You know what pepper vinegar is?
Yeah, I saw it on your table.
Yeah. We're gonna do some vegetable oil.
How long are we gonna cook these, boss?
45 minutes.
Got it. All right, give it to me.
We're gonna debone some oxtails, a little bit of mac, some red rice.
What's in the red rice?
Tomato-based sauce with red bell peppers, green bell peppers, onions, and our own secret seasoning. We wanna take us some collard greens, add our meat. Blend this all together. We're gonna take our egg roll.
I'm just gonna check the rice for
Take it out.
scientific purposes. I'm so glad I don't live here. I'd be a dead man.
Not dead, just a little heavier. What you think? It's good?
Good's an understatement. Let's fry these.
All right.
You got a lot of big flavors inside. The richness of the oxtail, the creaminess of that mac and cheese, and even those greens have a little sweetness to them from the sugar that was added into them. I'm sad that one's gone. I'm just down to 2 now.
Oxtail soul rolls with sides.
The oxtail is rich and savory with the rice. Then it's wrapped with that real crunchy roll. It's real nice.
Someone recommended it, so I tried it and I loved it.
What makes it so good?
The taste is here. I feel the love.
Then nobody that wants some real soul food, come to Sisters of the New South and get a full stomach.
How many different items are on here?
A lot. We do shrimp and grits every day. Barbecue ribs, fried chicken, baked chicken, turkey wings, smothered pork chop, liver and onions, hamburger steak.
And we don't forget the peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler ready.
It's fresh Georgia peaches and it couldn't be better.
Georgia peach cobbler.
Walk me through it, boss.
A little water, a little bit of butter, egg, sugar.
I assume this is the crust we're making.
This is the crust. Shortening, add it to our flour and mix it real well. We're gonna add our mixture.
Just tacky enough that it'll hold together. So just lightly roll this out, almost like we're making a biscuit.
Exactly.
So we're gonna bake this ahead of time without the peaches in it so it gets nice and crusty on the bottom.
Yes.
While that's doing, we'll make the filling.
Yes.
Got it. Peaches are peeled. This is a staple in Georgia.
Staple. Water, vanilla flavoring, sugar, butter, nutmeg, cinnamon, brown sugar.
And the little cornstarch slurry.
Yes.
Fresh peaches. This goes into the blind baked crust on the bottom. We hit the other crust on the top of that and then bake it off again.
Yes, sir.
Let's see this.
All right, you ready for the flavor of the South? Here we go.
Look at this. That is about one of the most honest desserts I've had in the last 10 years on Triple B. The simple biscuit crust. It's a little bit of sugar, it's a little bit of vanilla. You're highlighting the peach. Outstanding.
Thank you, sir.
Peach cobbler.
The peach cobbler, delicious. Love the crust in it and those Georgia peaches.
Can't beat it. You gonna sleep right after?
I was just gonna say, can you get out of here without falling asleep at the table?
Go to sleep right after.
Fried shrimp and tilapia.
I'm telling you, you guys do not know what blessing you have here.
Yeah, we do.
You do?
Oh, yes. You come to Sisters, you come to the right place.
You're one of a kind. The only problem I have is it's only a half-hour show, and it's gonna take me that long to work through the line of food.
Chicken number 123.
This is the best way to get chicken.
One homestyle, one dip.
Make the tongue slap your brains out.
Yeah, we got the honey dip, the home style, either the spicy.
One more.
You always come back on below.
In the world of chicken, how does this rate?
Right at the very top. It's awesome. It's better than home cooking.
It's Uncle Lou's home cooking.
I've kind of been cooking just about all my life. Alrighty, 8 piece.
A few years ago,
You doing all right?
Louis Martin opened his own joint,
What we got going now?
doing chicken the way his great-grandmother did.
Can you get all this out by yourself?
And folks just went nuts.
I drove 30 miles to come eat.
No kidding.
That's how good it is.
The chicken and the sauce.
You gotta try this. This is bananas. Bananas is good. You know that, though, don't you?
And get this, he's even frying it whole.
Oh, my gosh.
And the crowd
How y'all doing?
keeps packing in.
How's it going, guys?
Good old-fashioned Southern chicken. You see the greasy hands and everything. This chicken is fresh, it's hot, and it's tasty.
Whole fried chicken?
That's our signature item. I can stand with that.
Let's make a mess on paper. So we're gonna inject the bird.
Cajun Creole butter.
Like something you buy. Go, so you move it around a little bit. There you go. But you don't go through the skin because then it can have a chance to leak. Now you have to be a little bit choosy about the marinade you do because it's got a bunch of sugar in it to burn your oil.
Exactly. Legs and thighs first.
40 minutes?
40 minutes.
You gonna dunk it or serve it?
We're gonna dunk it.
Look at that.
That's the magic.
The corruption. By the way, I am taking the corruption home with me.
All right.
Oh my gosh. You can really pick up the flavor of that garlic butter.
You really don't need a knife.
Look how tender and juicy that is. And that's it. It's not really oily. I think people think, oh, you fried it, it's gotta be all oily. Take our first family photo. Looks like us, doesn't it? You're off the chain, man, I gotta tell you. Wow, that's good. This is like real chicken.
Oh, exactly.
What do you think?
Oh, it is. It's very good chicken. Oh, it's great. It's wonderful. Hot wings here are great. Mama don't even cook it better than that.
You ever had this chicken? It's crazy. You got a lot to be proud of.
Thank you.
If you live within 300 miles of this joint, you should be getting yourself over here. Right quick now. You know what I do? Chicken's free. Napkins are $500 each.
Smothered pork chops.
There's no place like Florence is in the heartland.
I have chicken and dumplings.
Country classic. It's like my grandmother would have fixed back in the day when we were kids.
How'd you find this place?
Man, this place has been around since the 50s.
Which is when Florence Kemp started cooking up her brand of Southern comfort here at the age of 20. And she's still stirring the pot with the help of her daughter, Victoria.
How many generations of families do you get coming through here?
We see fourth-generation customers.
It's gonna make you feel fantastic.
Yes.
I was born and raised in the South, and when I came here, I knew I'd found the Mecca.
Fried rib appetizer.
The fried ribs are really a unique kind of experience.
It's a light breading. It's not too thick. The barbecue sauce is amazing.
What are we gonna make today?
Fried ribs.
Like pork ribs?
Yes.
How'd you know that's my middle name? Guy Fried Ribs Fieri. How do you want to start?
We cut these ribs.
So these are spare ribs or St. Louis style rib. Has this fried rib always been on the menu?
No. My dad used to live with me, and he got old, and I have to go home and try to fix his dinner. And so this is something I could fix quick. He was 105.
Holy moly. So we go from the lemon juice and vinegar into the water. Now this is gonna brine for a day?
As long as it stays better.
The longer the better. So when it gets done,
we put the salt and pepper on it. Now we're gonna make the house seasoning for our fried ribs. First we start with flour,
this is the salt.
cornstarch,
There we go.
baking powder, pepper.
And then we put that all over the ribs.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we fry the ribs for 15 minutes.
How many come with an order, Florence?
3 or 4.
Who makes the laws around here?
Oh, my daughter thinks that she's the mother now, and I'm the daughter.
Are we gonna serve these with anything?
Barbecue sauce.
Okay, I'm following the lead. I know you're the boss.
I like that. Take this water and pour it in the pot.
Okay, put the water in the pot. Okay.
And then we're gonna put all of these dry ingredients.
The sugar, it's like a little onion powder. So a little barbecue spice, okay, a little cumin, a little mustard. We are a team. Look at us go, Flo.
Oh, yeah. A little liquid smoke.
Water or really bad moonshine?
It's vinegar.
Now we'll go ketchup. We'll let this cook down, and then when the ribs come out, we'll get them with the sauce.
Looking good.
That's tasty. Not too much batter, nice and juicy. I think the key was that you soaked them in the vinegar. Got a nice little flavor from that.
How do you like that sauce?
Oh, there's good tang in that sauce, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have more fried ribs.
Fried rib appetizer, enjoy.
It's already a good rib, but when you put that batter on top of it, it just takes it over the top.
Everybody should try a fried rib, right?
Frying chicken right now in the hot grease.
You're a local food writer. What is it about Florence?
The world moves really fast, but it doesn't here. Florence is always here. I mean, it's an inspiration for how good you can get if you take the time to do it that long.
When they ask, what do you want? I said, I want your yam fried chicken.
You've never tasted something that is so moist, so good, and so flavorful.
What are we making now?
Yam fried chicken.
I don't know what yam fried chicken means, so I'm just gonna follow you.
We're gonna first stick it and season it with salt and pepper.
And then we also have a little seasoning in the flour, too. How old are those Dutch ovens there, Florence?
Oh, I wore out about 5 or 6 of them.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody wearing out a Dutch oven. I think you probably wore out some people that have worked here. I think there have been people that come to work here and that have had to go retire, and you're still working.
Yes. And they ask me all the time when I'm gonna retire.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Not soon, I hope.
Some of the people that work here told me that once in a while you quit.
When I get met them, I don't work anymore.
And where do you go?
Nowhere.
Oh, I gotta try that. I quit.
And we're gonna make candied yams out of these.
Bunch of cooked yams.
But all of this sugar in there.
It's a lot of sugar, ma'am.
You're in for a treat. Add some butter. After a while, it'll turn into syrup.
Anything else we're gonna serve with this?
We got greens.
Collard greens?
Yes. I'm gonna put these in the pot. And then I'll pour all of this water in, baking soda. There's the sugar, salt.
Chicken stock?
We put all of that stock in. They're gonna cook about an hour and a half.
Plain old fried chicken's good for me, but now we're going yam fried chicken.
We've already put our yams on the plate.
Okay.
Take the collard greens.
Okay, good.
Right in the sauce you go. Now you try that.
All right. You invented that?
Yes.
Delicious. You really season your chicken well. There's a lot of flavor in that pot. I love collard greens. Nice and tender, not mushy. Perfectly cooked chicken, tender candied yams, and you. Package deal. Fantastic.
I need that yam fried chicken.
Amazing, tender and juicy on the inside.
The yam sauce just made it so delicious.
And how about the collards?
I have them every time I come here, and I come here from 2 to 3 times a week.
Fried chicken, I needed it 15 minutes ago. I'm running behind.
So in OKC, this is a must-go-to.
Absolutely.
You have to try it. All your taste buds are just gonna come alive at one time.
You're a big personality. You walk softly and carry a big stick.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I resemble that remark. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.